It's good though.
Right.
How we don't need to remember. We just put it out in
We're
the
just
universe.
talking so much
and the
shit.
universe provides for us.
That's what happens when you talk heaps of shit, Gil. You forget what you say.
It was gold. It was an epiphany.
I do have an odd new shirt, eh? I think we're rolling here.
Are we rolling?
Yeah, I know. I noticed. I noticed after like 30 seconds. I'm like, oh.
Let me just stand up and expose the
Gil's-
shirt. Is this how we roll model?
This is how I
This
roll.
is how I roll model, like my role model, Mr. fucking T.
I don't really remember, but it was the A-Team, eh? Was it A-Team? I remember who he is, obviously. I know I used to watch the A-Team, but I don't remember.
I'm doing my best Murdoch.
Okay.
No, not Murdoch. Face Man.
Tell us about Mr.
Face
T.
Man's like hot.
Because he was on, remember he was on Rocky? He was on Rocky once, wasn't he?
He was, what was he? He was, shit. Now I'm having a mental blank. What was his,
He was on Rocky. He was on a Rocky movie.
I'm trying to remember the name. What was his?
Mr. T.
No, it wasn't Mr. T.
Oh, he wasn't?
Like, no. What was, Gil, research department, Google
Google it yourself.
Mr. T. Look, I got to
Go on.
because it was a really, really super good name. It was
Mr. T. What is it? Rocky. Gil's
Mr.
on.
T.
What Gil's on? What is
Clubber
it?
Lang.
Clubber Lang.
Clubber Lang. It's a bit of Clubber Lang for you. I must be sucking my gut, so I look like
You're looking.
Clubber cut.
You're kind of looking cut, are you?
I
Or
am
is it
cut.
just because you?
How good is it? How smooth is it?
Oh, you have done it. Have you
Come
done
on now.
it? The last time you hadn't, you let it go.
Oh,
a bit.
last time it was like a fucking shaggy dog. Sticking up everywhere. Now this time, baby.
You got it.
Face Man. What were we going to talk about today? It wasn't just about me being a role model like Mr. T.
Talk
was
shit.
it?
We were going to talk shit.
Should we just be
Well,
talking
we're
shit
gonna-
the last 5 fucking minutes?
We were going to act as though we know what we're talking about.
Oh, yes. Hang on. We've got to do our little
Disclaimer,
thing before we
isn't
start. Disclaimer. TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. We are not professionals by any stretch of the fucking imagination.
But we do know everything.
Yeah. Well, you do because
Well,
the universe is your
50% of us know everything.
Yes.
The other
The other
50%
50?
knows
He
fuck
just
all.
looks hot.
Knows fuck all.
But he looks hot. And he looks cut. And he wears aviators.
You keep them on. Keep them on.
Should I
this
keep
time.
mine this episode?
Yeah, I think I'm rubbing off on you. No. It didn't just come out of nowhere. Like that was Oracle. That was kind of the Oracle. That was the echelons.
Oracle-esque.
The echelons of echelons.
You went straight up to your daddy, the universe, and said, how am I going to beat
down Marshall?
Yeah, how am I going to fuck Marshall later this week? And then you got all spiritual. You marshaled Marshall.
I did. See, you thought you were coming in with a...
Yeah.
You were in for something.
You in with your Andrew Tate bullshit. And then
Who the fuck's Andrew Tate?
Hey, look, I
You keep mentioning this
Andrew
guy.
Tate.
You keep mentioning
I'm not ragging Andrew Tate, but like it was just like because you looked like you were going down a path, but you weren't.
True.
You sent me down that path, but you were on the moral high ground the whole fucking time.
It's the best place to be, mate.
You piece of shit! I set you up for that one, didn't I? Fuck you over, I tell you. But yeah.
Actually, before we get rolling.
Yeah, the disclaimer.
No, you did it. You've done that.
Okay.
But the you still
Oh, yeah. Has Marshall still abstained from sex?
It's good. That started shaking a lot more than it was last week.
I got like carpal tunnel syndrome, I think. Like,
What about the
look how cut I like Quagmire.
what about the
this big bulky
seed
arm.
retention?
Seed retention? Ba-bow. No deal, Andrew. No fucking deal. Look.
You done well though.
Yeah. no. Like I said,
How long's it been, do you reckon? How long?
Like 6 months.
How much clearer are you in life now? What's your
Way
clarity
better.
like?
Holy
Clarity.
shit.
No
Like,
distractions.
Mate, all jokes aside, all dirty dick jokes aside, it's really working for me.
Yeah.
Like I just find that, because because like I think we touched on this is I had like abandonment issues and attachment issues. You know what I mean? Like where I needed
From what though? What have you worked out?
from my partner sort of thing.
Your partners?
Well, from where it was from.
Because you had a pretty good.
Like that's 10 episodes deep right there.
I think we've got at least 10,000 episode ideas here.
We do just on Marshall's fucking sex life.
Because you
the non-existent sex life.
Because you had a good upbringing family wise. You had great parents.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it's really good.
Your
really
old
good.
man was good. You still got a good relationship with your mum.
Yeah, great relationship with my mum. Yeah,
Yep.
I grew up in a pretty stable environment. But I think, when I look back, there was a lot of factors, and I think a lot of people resonate with this. That, like, I think my abandonment issues was like my father being away all the time.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
That's what I sort of, when I self-reflect and I think about, okay, why did I have to be so clingy with someone? Why did I have to make sex such a huge part of our relationship? Do you know what I mean? Like, why did I have to why couldn't I be happy by myself in the relationship? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
why did I have to go, okay, well, you have to have sex every single fucking day. Do you know what I mean? Like, we have to do
You're going every day.
Rusty trombones, fucking, you name it, baby. No, you know what? I was talking it up. All right? It was once a year. No,
once a year sounds right, doesn't it? Most marriages.
You see me struggle with seed retention. Like, you asked me that twice today, and I've gone, both times. Like, I went to the toilet before.
You're in there a while.
I was on the phone.
Fuck.
I was on the phone.
Were you really? Because I went in there.
It was a number 2, okay?
You needed an outlet. You're like,
I'll
get some ideas.
Need some fucking truth telling myself.
You'll be like, I'll get ideas. Oh, yep. Talk about that. Yep. Talk about that. Yep.
No. I'm going to sit down for a fucking piss on the toilet, and I'm just sitting there fucking scrolling.
You sit down for a piss.
At it sometimes.
You sit down to piss.
Well, you didn't have an opportunity because
you sit down to piss
all day. So
you sit down to piss.
Well, I'm not going to stand. How are you going to stand there holding your junk and then scroll?
You need to get on your phone.
Weird.
You're having a 5-second
It doesn't
piss.
work. Dude, my pisses take half an hour on the toilet. Not prostate issues.
This is too real.
It's not prostate issues, okay? It's because it's the only time I get to stop and have a scroll. Like, people just think I'm fucking doing nothing all day.
So you're the 30-minute piss
man.
guy. You're the 30-minute piss guy.
Yeah.
You're like, fucking Marshall's going to the toilet.
Oh, yeah, especially if I go to the toilet and the kids go, Dad's on the toilet, he's sitting there on his phone. Like, man, go to fucking it. I'm having a fucking, let me have just time to fucking have a scroll. That's it. I just want to, in peace. In piss. Get it? Get it? In piss? In peace? Whatever. It was funny in my head. But yeah, no, I quite enjoy just, yeah. Come on, don't fucking sit here and tell me you don't go to work multiple times and just sit on the fucking toilet to have a scroll. Don't fucking bullshit me. You never?
Not having a piss. All I know is I don't sit down to piss, regardless.
You seem very insecure there, Dave. I don't know. Like I said, what am I going to do? Stand in a piss trough for half an hour, fucking holding it, and having a scroll? My whole intent is to go and have a fucking scroll, respond to texts. My phone goes crazy all fucking day. And so then when I've got a moment,
all right.
Because I multitask.
We've touched on this subject for too long.
We have. We're talking about me sitting on the toilet scrolling.
We've now realised sit down to piss, and that's all we need to. Okay. Put the aviators on. We can't look into your eyes yet.
If that's what you're going to take from that discussion.
We can't look into your eyes yet. All right. When you're not there.
That's what you're going to take from the discussion. Yes, I sit down to piss. That's all you wanted, you shithead. You set me up again. Don't make Mr. T you. I'll fucking get him out. He'll come out.
What was his name again?
You want to?
Actually,
I'll do some fucking truth telling. back in the day, right? So when I was like driving all night and then working all day, you know what I used to do? Well, I used to work. I won't mention the name. But so what I used to do was I'd go in the fucking toilets. It was like,
This is when
keep
you
in fucking mind. I've
when
just,
you're with Telstra.
yeah, Dave, you just. So, you know, driving all night, come home, change, shower. I think this is where this stemmed from. Just sitting down and have a piss to catch that time to sit on the fucking phone.
Yeah.
What I used to do, right? So I was in the office there for a while, and then when you were working out in exchanges and stuff like that, because I was fucked. I needed that fucking sleep. So I would go to the fucking shitter, and then I would sit on the fucking toilet, had the phone in my fucking pocket, and set the alarm for half an hour.
Oh, because you
on the toilet.
Did you?
Yeah. That's how
That's how
got
fucked
through
you
the
were.
days. Yeah,
That's
I
how
was
tired you were.
fucking exhausted. God, dude, that fucking, well, you know, like 15, 16, 17 fucking years.
So you were sitting down.
Not just for a month. Like, that's how I fucking lived.
You were sitting down to piss all the way back then too.
Yeah.
So what you tell us?
To go to the toilet.
So
I
in
would
one
just go and
breath,
sit there.
you tell us how busy you were at Telstra, and now you're telling us that you did fuck all.
It was like half an hour cut. That's what I did to get through the day, because it was like mid-morning to fucking.
How long did you do
so
two?
really struggled.
How long did you do both of them?
Fuck, I started in 95. I left there in 14. So it's been about 19 years working like that.
Both,
So,
like doing the trucks.
Yeah, so I drove for Rabs for fucking years. Plus the old man. So I used to do W&M. That was, we had day and night shift there. And then when Dad was at Smith Brothers, we used to do the Warwick run. So he'd do the Warwick during the day and I'd do 2 Warwicks at night.
Yep.
And yeah, so he'd bring the container home in the afternoon. I'd do 1, back, up, back. By the time I got home, it'd be like fucking 4 in the fucking morning. You get about fucking 2 hours sleep, jump in my van and go to work all day.
Yeah, okay.
And then fucking back again. So then to get through the fucking day, that's what I used to do. I used to go to the fucking toilet and just be fucking half an hour.
Yep.
And I'd tell fucking my mate Laurie. So Loris, give me a ring in half an hour. And because we used to work together as partners.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I told Loris, give us fucking half an hour, yeah. And fucking just that was the only way I could make it through the fucking day. You know?
Yeah.
Get home that afternoon. And it's funny because
you must have had a day off. You must have had days off.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Well, I'd have not from work. Like also, I never missed a fucking day of work ever.
So, but the weekends you never worked.
I would drop fucking runs. So say if Rabs didn't make it back up that night, you're gonna get a load out. I'd be like, oh, thank fuck. But then I went from that shit to lime sales. I started that in 08.
Yep.
And so I did that for 6 years.
Yeah, okay.
Doing the lime tanker in Telstra.
Yep.
During the fucking day, and it's funny because people always thought I was just a truck driver. I was like, no, because I never ever posted much about it on social media.
Yeah.
That's why I've got no memories of Telstra. Because I always wanted to be a truck driver. That's all I wanted to do.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it was always that, like I didn't really advertise it that much. I only had a few friends from Telstra because I had to hide it, what I did, because I couldn't post about trucks. And people go, hey, you're fucking, you can't be here today. And you just fucking come up from fucking, you went down to Kempsey and back last night.
Yeah.
And then you work. How the fuck do you manage to?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you manage that?
Yep.
And that's what I did. Like I said, that was what got me through the day, was going and hiding on a fucking toilet.
Yeah.
As fucked up as that sounds. And then, like I said, I used to go home and then especially once I started doing the line work with the lime tanker. So I would go Telstra. And then bear in mind, I was on call with Telstra 24/7. That's why I used to say I'd be carrying the laptop, either would be at home or I'd be in the truck, and then working flat out. But, then I'd go do loads at night. And Natalie used to come and meet me on the side of the motorway with dinner. Just so I get to see the kids. They'd be in their fucking baby seats fucking asleep. And I'd go and kiss my head. And Natty give me dinner and be on a plate, but I'll fall. And fucking I'd just scoff down on the side of the fucking road. And 6 years later, I'd keep on fucking going.
Yeah.
Like that's how we lived for years.
Yeah, okay.
And, and that's what 90% of our fucking family falling over was because I just worked like that. I was never fucking home. Like she got to the end and just went, I'm raising these kids myself. Bear in mind we had 3 boys under the age of fucking 2 at one stage. Twins plus Isaiah.
Yep.
and she was doing a lot of that by herself. Like when I was home, I'd help, but I was fucking exhausted. There's days I'd get home for like 2 hours. She'd have dinner ready for me so I could walk upstairs. I'd have a shower, and I would eat dinner in bed.
Yeah.
And then she'd take the plate, and I would have just 2 hours. The alarm would go off, and it's fucking go again.
And what do you notice about when you did that? What do you notice now about how it affected your relationship with your
It
kids?
affected my mental health. I never thought it would, but it did. It did affect my relationship with my twins.
Yeah.
We're not that close. My other kids, all very close, but
Yep.
like I said, it's sort of like my older kids go, let's be a dude and all that sort of stuff, and like in a way I did because that provided our lifestyle. But like I've always said, I used to sit on Facebook. I'd be alone in the truck. That's what this episode is about. It's talking about loneliness. I'd be sitting in the truck by myself, and then I would look at people on Facebook and having a great time with their kids, and just go, "What the fuck am I doing?" Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But not straight away. That took many years.
Yeah, but that didn't jolt anything, did it?
No,
like straight away.
No, until now. And then I look at it and I was going, that's the richest person I know.
I'd say there would be a lot of lonely truck drivers. Driving is
too many.
Truck driving is a very lonely job because so you think of the size of the country. Australia's fucking huge, right? Yeah. Size of America.
Yep.
But you can drive if you're driving across country. You're away for 2 weeks, but you're on your own.
On your own, yeah.
It's not even like you're working around a bunch of dudes.
No,
or a bunch of other people.
And and it's all changed too. Because like I remember when I was a kid, we'd stop at a payphone if he was going to ring mum.
Yeah.
What's the dude? Didn't talk. We didn't get to. So it was very isolated.
Yeah.
And the only reaching out was the UHF or when you stop to load with people and you see people and stuff like that. But when you're on the road, especially if you're struggling, what I used to hate the worst thing was arguing with your partner while you're on the road when you're alone. Do you know what I mean? Like,
probably easier to do that now.
Home,
probably easier to do that now because you're like ringing like, fuck, get your fucking ass home.
Yeah, that's it. Like, what the fuck are you doing? When are you going to be home? Like, fucking hurry up. I was like, fuck.
It was before you never heard from them.
Yeah, that's
if you're
true.
out of range, you're out of range.
That's right, yeah. Back in the old CDMA days and fucking shit like that, before we went to 4G, 5G, whatever it is now, bloody, you're out of service.
Yeah.
Like when Isaiah was born, I was out of service. We were in the superliner. He was born on Christmas Eve, and I was on my way to Monto in the superliner. It was weird. It wasn't until I got back into phone service I found out that I was having a son. It was. Then it was just like, fuck this, I gotta get home. Like, I was fucking full noise in that big cunt.
Yeah,
she was about fucking 2,400 too. She was popping that night. Don't worry about that.
Yeah,
but and it's just like. Especially with driving a truck, you miss out on all those things.
There's probably a lot of jobs that do. There's probably a lot of jobs that do.
So many.
Loneliness.
You got FIFO,
I think. Yeah.
On that, and you got your tradies and all that sort of stuff that are on job sites and shit like that.
I think just in general now, there's a lot of like in people. There's a lot of loneliness. I think we have all this shit that's supposed to connect us, and I think everyone feels more lonely than
digitally now. Don't we? Really?
Everyone just feels more lonely than they ever do.
Well, I think that's because we see other people living their best life. Like I said, I would always get envious.
The snippets,
of course, snippets. But when you
I could put up I put up a happy photo. Fuck, he looks happy.
Do ya?
No, I don't. No, because I don't need to. No, I don't need to.
Shit.
I don't need that gratification from other people, so I don't fucking post because I don't give a shit what anyone else thinks.
I do thirst traps all day long.
You do. You've got your dating profile on Facebook, don't you? I'm Marshall. Hello. Hello, ladies.
Fuck off, I do. Look, I might post the occasional thirst trap on stories. No, I don't.
Occasional?
No, you know what? Mine aren't even fucking thirst traps. You know what it is?
You're doing 30 a day. There's a few thirst traps. No, you're not. No, you just repost.
Thirsty traps. Get it? Above 30. No. Do you know why I post like? Because I do get a bit of shit about, like, especially my mates, like, probably yourself.
How much you
nice
post?
Thirst trap, cunt. Like, get a little emoji, with the trap. Nice thirst trap, wanker. But it's like, when I post shit like that, right? That's mirror magic for me. Like, that's me feeling good about myself and wanting to share that.
Yep.
And that breaks loneliness.
Good. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because even my mate's shit can me going, nice thirst trap, waker. Like, that's their way of saying, you look good, cunt.
Yeah.
Stop showing off, you
Yeah.
can't. You know what I mean? But that's how we interact. Like, especially Isaiah, me and my son. He just fucking he burns me good.
Yeah, I know.
Like he loves.
I've seen some stuff.
Oh yeah, you see, like me and you with our great banter. Me and Isaiah have that same sort of thing. But that's the way we as men show.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times
of course.
I'm not going to come out and say, Dave, you're looking fucking hot today. I do say it a lot though, sarcastically.
You'd be like, Dave, you look like a fuckwit. And I'd be like, yeah, thanks, Marsh. Good bloke.
But that's how we do it.
I know.
But that's how
it's a banter. You got to be able to accept it. You got to be able to accept but you got to be able to accept criticism too.
Me, I'm perfect.
No, not you, but just people.
This.
No one. But I mean other people in general, ones that aren't perfect.
That aren't perfect like us. That don't have the universe as their daddy.
Yes.
But that's what I do because then that's like I said, posting myself because I'm feeling good about myself.
Yeah.
I'm posting because I do feel good about myself and I want to share it. I'm on a journey of abstaining from fucking sex. The thirst trap's the last thing on my fucking mind. I'm posting because I feel good about myself and I want to share it. And I want to see other people doing this fucking same. Because that there breaks loneliness. Because when we're alone, we're in our fucking thoughts and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And one way of connecting with people is putting out the best version of yourself. When you put it out there, I don't know, it's a story or update your profile picture when you're feeling yourself and you're looking good and you're doing a bit of fucking mirror magic. Do you know what mirror magic is?
No. Explain it.
So mirror magic is when, you put on your best clothes, you look at yourself, like when I do I'm healthy, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm sexy, and I'm safe. I'm putting that shit out in the universe. Because if I walked up to the mirror and said, fuck, I look like fucking shit today, and I walk out the door, what's my vibe going to be?
You feel good about yourself.
When I say that, I look like a piece of shit today. Fuck this. You know what I mean? When you say that stuff, you put it out in the universe, you're looking good. Because how good, remember when we were kids and we got a nice new outfit? Mum got us a new outfit.
Spider-Man.
My Spidey suit. And I put that on. What's the first thing you fucking did?
I thought I could climb the walls.
You went out and showed the fucking neighbourhood. You went out, you had your new fucking shoes on before some cunt fucking stopped them. You had your new shoes on. You went and you showed it off. Well, why did we stop doing that? As adults. Why? Because we were programmed not to fucking stand out or not be better. But we encourage kids to fucking do it.
Yep.
Well, why can't we keep encouraging as adults to do the same fucking thing? To go, when I'm looking fucking good. It's like a guy when you see a guy with a fucking nice, clean truck. And he looks fucking good. And then guy goes, and first thing cunts go, he doesn't do any fucking work. Fuck off, he doesn't. Works his fucking ass off. And he fucking shines his truck. I mean, it looks fucking good. Praise the cunt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
People don't praise.
And that's what we need to do with people. Is when we see people looking good, go, geez, you're fucking looking good.
People's comments are just a reflection of themselves.
Of course.
So if you're feeling good, because when you're feeling good and you're feeling good about yourself, you don't normally bring other people down.
Exactly.
You could probably build them up, tell them, I look sick, dude.
When we're feeling good about ourselves, we don't feel loneliness. Because when we are so in tune with ourselves and so fucking happy, we don't feel lonely because you can be happy alone. Because we need to be happy
That's
alone.
the ultimate goal, though, isn't it?
It is the ultimate goal.
The ultimate goal
to be happy alone, to be able to sit on our own with our own thoughts, like me and you both do.
Yep.
We are both 100% focused around our kids.
Yes.
Like you do sports nearly every fucking night of the week. Sports all weekend. Like you don't get 5 minutes to yourself because you're chasing after Ollie and Eli, like fucking doing everything,
Yep.
But and when that stopped, you're quite happy to sit at home alone and Netflix the fuck out of a weekend or follow your hobbies and shit like that on your own.
That's right. Definitely. But that's the ultimate goal.
Unfortunately, some people can't do that.
That should be. I know that is a big thing.
And that's where they're struggling with that loneliness.
Yep.
When we're lonely in the truck.
Yeah.
Is that because we're not happy within ourselves? Do you know what I mean? And that's where I found my...
Is that shirt too small for you?
Shut up.
You're like...
I'm trying to look good, you piece of shit. I'm just... Look, this is how I roll, model. Look at it. Look at the perfect V. Did my gut move then?
I wouldn't even be
Can
able
we just edit that shit out, girl? If there was any,
I wouldn't even be able to fit
jiggling-
my arms in that shirt.
You wouldn't even
Through
get
the-
one. You would
through
get your
the,
arm through the fucking neck
neck
hole.
hole.
Shut the fuck up. Piece of shit. But yeah, like I think a lot of with loneliness, like okay, we struggle with loneliness. Is it because we're not happy with
Yeah, I
ourselves?
think so. No, I think the
So,
ultimate
and-
goal for anyone is happy alone. If you can master that,
Yeah.
then everything else it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And like I because like, after the breakdown of my family, like the loneliness, the hardest thing for me was to walk into an empty house.
Yeah. But
That used
anyone.
to be fucking a soccer ball bouncing off a colorbond fence all afternoon, and I would
Yeah.
stop kicking it in that fucking fence.
But then
bang. And I'm like,
But then
I'd
it's
give
funny.
anything to hear that fucking noise.
then you want to hear it.
Yeah.
But then when you're like, fuck, shut up.
It's
But then you kind of want to hear it because you're not. But
and you
then
walk into a messy house, and then it's all clean
Yeah.
when you left it because there was nobody there all day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it was that loneliness. I struggled with that loneliness for so long, especially, and then, when you go into family court on top of that. So you're fighting to get that back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that was such a struggle. And like I said, when I had to sit alone with my own thoughts, that I struggled with that, Whereas now I have MJ 50-50, have Katie every second weekend, just your standard sort of set up with Katie, and which is complemented with Marshall 50-50. I've still got Isaiah 100% of the time.
Fucking Isaiah.
Fucking move out, you cock blocker.
No, he doesn't do that. You're abstaining, remember?
Yeah.
So he can stay for as long as he wants.
Well, forever. We'll be like mother and son, that TV show, and he'll never move out. I don't even see him.
There'll be a reality show.
I don't even see
He's
him.
probably out there working just as hard as you did back in the day.
He's a fucking guy. I'm very proud of him. He's and that's what I've had so many chats about with him too. It's like, don't fucking work too hard. Like,
yeah.
You learn from.
He doesn't need to do. So I think with you, but you had you don't need 2 jobs.
No.
Like probably doing trucking would have been enough.
Yeah.
You go out for
fucking money out
10 hours a day, 12 hours a
I was
day.
just greedy.
And but you were coming home and you had 2 jobs.
Mm.
Like you can work hard and still have time. I think that if you just
Look,
don't.
I just the work-life balance.
Yeah.
Live within your means.
Yeah.
I had to adjust my lifestyle. That's how I paid for all my fucking toys. I had to pay for Optimus. You know what I mean? Like, I've never even financed the truck.
Yeah.
Paid cash for them.
Yeah.
Because I worked my fucking ass off. Because I never wanted to owe money. The only payments I got is my fucking home loan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was always one of these people that I've always been really good with money. You know what I mean? Like I've always been able to earn it. Like it's never been an issue for me. But I got to that point where I got on that hamster wheel. I couldn't get off it. It's like when you see FIFO guys.
Yeah.
They'd go out and they go, I'm only going for a couple of fucking years and I'm going to make my money and I'm out of there.
Yeah.
I end up fucking being stuck out there. That's how I was.
But that's all about living within your means.
Well, that's
because that's what stops you.
Yeah. Well, you get all the good shit.
Yeah.
And then you think that's fulfilling in your life.
Yeah.
Because that's what I thought. I went, oh, fuck, I got rig of the year truck, fucking all my cars, me Impalas, me fucking Sandmans and all the shit. Fucking big house, everything. But I wasn't happy because I was fucking exhausted the whole time. I couldn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
And that's where, that's where I had to fucking learn, after split up and everything is refinanced. And I basically had to start again at the age of fucking
24.
Yeah, at 20. Yeah, 24.
Well, you're 31 now.
Because I'm only 31 now. I fucking wish. But yeah, I think that, just got caught in that trap and then, your perspective changes in life, especially once you lose your family.
Yeah.
And you fuck, I'd do anything to get that back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So then your perspective changes about work. Then it gets to the point where you go, fuck work. It's then fucking important.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fuck about being the hardest worker here. Because I used to pride myself on that.
Yeah.
And I'll outwork any motherfucker. Oh, fuck it. I'm a psycho. Because you got to be psycho. You got to be disciplined.
To do what you did. To do what you did, you got to be pretty crazy.
You got to be
I
terribly
think so.
disciplined. You got to, and it's something wrong in your fucking head. I think, I know that's something wrong with him, but you know what I mean? To be
But
able
most
to
people wouldn't
get up
do that
every
now.
day. And you got to get up every day. And it's like 2 hours, your eyes are fucking burning, and you got to get up and just keep on fucking going. wasn't as I was doing overtime for a couple of fucking weeks. This went over like nearly 20 fucking years of living like that, you know, not going on holidays with my family. Like I just send my partner away with the kids.
Yeah.
My family fucking holidays together. I think I probably did 1 or 2. And then after when I started with the Lime, there was just no holidays.
Yeah.
Telstra, I used to work Christmas Day. I was on call 24/7. I worked many Christmas days. Called up fucking 3 in the morning.
I always thought working for Telstra was a job doing nothing.
Yeah, it's funny. You know, here's a story. Some of the hardest fucking men and hardest working cunts I'd ever met in my fucking life. I worked for fucking Telstra.
Yeah?
Fucking, mate, you got no fucking idea. Some of those lines, the radio lines, fucking dudes, just hard cunts, but
yeah,
problems.
Yeah,
because they were always out in the bush by themselves.
Well, that's probably
alone.
I think, yeah. Well, there you go, the loneliness thing.
It was the loneliness thing. They're away.
Well, I'm
they're
surprised.
All fucking divorced. They're all fucking got a fucking alcohol. I'm not going to say all of them, but a majority would just fucking suck piss all fucking day and all night. Like,
it's probably good that you actually were into trucking, because you probably would have ended up drinking. But it's just that you couldn't drink while you were driving, so you had to be zero. So you've never actually, because you're not a drinker at all.
No.
Like I never see you drink. It's always like,
I don't fucking do raspberry cruise.
You do have the bitters.
The Lebanon bitters, yes.
Bit of alcohol in the bitters.
I get a bit tipsy there.
But you never have.
Nah, not really.
You're not a big drinker. Not big.
No,
at all.
But I can have a great time without alcohol.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Everyone always asks what you're on now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, dude, he's on nothing. He's on nothing. He's on life.
Yeah, I'm fucking happy.
Yeah.
Like, and
But you're actually happy.
But I'm actually
because
happy now.
you've always acted like that. You've always acted like that.
It wasn't act for fucking many years. Because I was depressed. You know, like I said, when I was always a happy, always been a happy person. I am from childhood. You know, very energetic, very fucking focused and outgoing. You know what I mean? But then, you know, when Dad passed away, then it was an act after that, because I was fucking broken inside.
Yeah.
And, you know, then that combined with a bit of our relationship starting to turn toxic, because I had worked so long and not been home. Because, you know, it was the classic thing, like, especially with radio lines guys, I was saying with Telstra, interstate truck drivers. They come off the road and the wife leaves them, so they can't be together.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
That was how bad that was.
Yeah, no.
Because we had a system. As long as I was away, she did her thing with the kids, I provided the money, and we had our thing. We could only be together for so long before it was just like, I would get to Sunday afternoon and I just would have to I just wanted to leave the house. I wanted to go trucking because that was where I wanted to be. And she wanted me to go trucking because she's going, oh my God, you're annoying. You're ruining my system.
Yeah.
Because she had her own things that she did by herself with the kids. That it was all structured.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I come home and I fucking ruin it. You know? Not that you ruin it, but me being there, it just threw everything.
That happens a lot with the FIFO guys too.
Yeah,
and the
FIFO
right. men and women
because
that kind of come home.
gets into their fucking routine. He's in his. So he's used to being around other people. I was always alone in the truck.
Yeah.
So it was very difficult for me to reconnect. I found that was a big problem.
Yeah.
Even though, like, out on the road, I could fucking talk to people and do everything, but it was very difficult with my own partner and with my children as well that I hadn't seen all week. Even though fucking I was doing local and shit and I was at work, I'd probably only see him about 2 hours a fucking week, if that.
Yeah.
I didn't fucking see him. I was gone. Like I'd be gone before they got up, and I'm home by after they fucking went to sleep. So the only times I could connect was on the side of the road if Nat brought me some dinner.
And even when that was going on, you thought that was just things were good?
Normal.
Yeah.
I grew up without my father there because he was always doing interstate.
Because one thing you probably do.
I grew up. You know what I mean? So for me, that's normal. His dad's a truck driver.
Yeah.
He's fucking gone. And mum's at home because that's how but at our place, mum worked, and so did Natalie, but she had a day job, but mum worked like 1100, so she was all over the shop. So us kids pretty much raised ourselves.
Yeah.
Kim was raising ourselves. Kim, Simone, myself, then Chelsea.
Yep,
if Dad was away, like when we were a lot younger, Dad did locals. So he was home and Mum was home, sort of thing, you know. But then, like I said, as we get older, that's where Mum
went and got a job
changed.
Yep.
Like her job changed. So she was working shift hours. Dad was away doing doing what he just loved driving interstate, so he went back on the road. Like being away. So our teenage years, it was like it's the fucking best. Whatever you want. But yeah, so it's sort of I don't know. It's a bit of a different one, but I
because that's probably going to be a big thing for you, like because then you did very similar, but you would have to. It's going to be a big thing for you to try and get into Isaiah's head to not go down that same path.
Oh, absolutely. We have this talk all the time.
Make sure he knows that. Yeah.
Like, be smart.
Like, live within your means.
Yeah.
You don't have to work 50 hours.
Well, he's 22. He's got his own truck. He's got his nice little fucking sports car, whatever it is. Plus his fucking classic car. He's got his Debbie Datsun. He's 22. He's fucking...
No, he's doing well.
He's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And I imparted the same wisdom my father gave me. Sell that truck and buy a fucking house. I probably should have fucking listened.
But you bought a house.
Yeah, well, I did. I had it all.
Yeah.
I had it all. But yeah, no, that was oh man, told me
but
when
the truck can
sell and buy a fucking house. Be smart about it,
But the truck can help Isaiah buy a house. That's the thing. You know what I mean?
He fucking makes bank, little cunt. You know, like, he fucking does all right.
Yeah.
Like, he does really, really well financially. Like he's he's got it. But like that's why I keep telling him, don't be too greedy like me. Don't be greedy. You don't need to be greedy.
No.
Like
you seem to be happy.
I tell him like, because he's always fucking all about trucks, fucking trucks, like, I don't fucking need a fucking woman, fucking it's got me trucks and all that sort of shit. I'm like, well, can't do that forever. Do you know what I mean? Like, but that's up to him. We all have free will if that's what he chooses to do. Well, at least he's not like me. He made it past 18 without having a kid. So what, he's 4 years past it. He's 4 years better than dad, like, not that it's a bad thing.
No.
It was great for me. Like,
it's tough
in the world.
these days.
Yes.
It would have been a lot harder.
It's a lot harder these days to do that than it was for me back then.
Yeah.
To buy a house back then.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. I did that by myself. It was so much fucking easier for us back then.
Yeah.
Like, but this fucking bullshit, the fucking, these days they got it so easy. It's the fucking worst generation to be having a kid, fucking buying a house.
Well, it's kind of like impossible.
It's so
isn't
fucking expensive.
Well, yeah, everything is.
We're just lucky that we grew up at a time where house prices were still fucking cheap as fuck. Like, look at the house prices now. I bought my house at Sunnybank quarter acre in Calabar there for 120 grand.
Yeah.
Then now, it's worth nearly 2 million. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's fucking...
Hey, you've made it. Just retire. It's done.
We're going to heal people, baby. But you know what I mean? Like,
that's crazy. It's ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous.
Now, like, just a fucking shoebox now is nearly $750,000 of a fucking mil.
But for no reason.
For no reason. Fucking reason. So then look at the average wage compared to fucking that.
Yeah.
Like, my wage, and when I bought my house, my wage was... I started Tulsa was like 30. The salary was like 36 grand. So
that was a livable wage.
4 years.
That was a livable wage, though, and that was actually pretty good.
Bang! I was like 18, 19.
Yeah.
And that was just the base. Keep in mind that was fucking back in '95 when fucking we were rolling out fucking Foxtel and all the shit. So you could work fucking 7 days a week. I did 36 days straight there. And
they let you do that back then. Because they wouldn't let you.
Fucking know. Now you can't.
No.
Now
it's like
everything's changed.
Yeah. Now you're not allowed to do what you want to do. You're told. We kind of live in a world where, you should still be able to work that long if you want to.
If you want to,
but they're not allowed to let you.
Suggest it.
No. But if you want to have a crack, but you're not allowed. They're not allowed to let you do that.
So the game's rigged from the start.
It is rigged.
I mean? Like so
because you can't make a decision.
Like fucking 60 grand.
You can't make that decision
so
now.
In 2 years, that was the price of a fucking house.
Yeah.
Because I was able to. Yeah. Whereas now we can't. So
you can't make that decision. No, you can't go, I'm just going to work my ass off and I'm going to work, 30 days in a row because, no, you're not allowed to do that. No, but I want to. No, well, we can't let you.
Yeah.
It's like, free country.
Yeah. You didn't get one in it. No. You had to get that one in. But yeah, no, you're right. It's fucking, so you can't. So like I said, the game's fucking rigged from the start for young people these days.
Yeah.
And that pisses me off. That's another reason why, I feel so strongly about starting a revolution and overthrowing the government.
You've just gone from like fucking.
You like that? I just went from 0 to 60. Come on, kids. The revolution will not be fucking televised, okay? Get ready to start. I'm fucking there. Front line. Like, fuck, man. Let's do this shit. Hang on. I'll put the aviators on. Start a
I won't
revolution.
even be able to clip this because we can't. You
We ain't
can't.
clipping this shit. That fucking shit's staying in there. I'm going to start this revolution, baby. No, it is. Don't you think so? I just think it's fucking... Shit's got to change for people because, you know, we're talking about the subject of loneliness. Okay, well, what creates loneliness? Well, people have got to work harder, so they've got to be away from their family. We're creating it as a fucking society by making people go out. But then we'll go, hey, you can't work over 7 days.
No.
But then, hey, you can't fucking... If they can't work over 7 days or whatever, well, then they can't afford a fucking house.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, of course, we're going to create mental health fucking issues when people can't even see a way out of fucking getting what they want out of life. You know what I mean? Well, we're creating it. We're allowing that stuff.
Yeah.
Which is why we're going to start the revolution. It's going to start. It is. Me and Mr. Fucking T. How's the perfect V looking? Are my pecs looking good?
Your nipples are hard.
How am I going with the all-white suit?
Yeah, you look pretty good.
I did throw a bit of red in there, look.
Oh, what? Converse. They Converse?
Of course.
Yeah.
Gotta love the Chuck Taylors, baby. Look at them. Oh,
look,
my God.
Get your leg higher.
How high? Doing the can there. I think I just fucking pulled something, Dave. Can you lift me up? I fucked something there in the glutes. Gotta look at my glutes. But yeah, no, we as a society, I believe we are creating a lot of our mental health fucking issues.
Like the cost of stuff would be creating that.
Straight off the fucking bat.
And then social media, looking at everyone else's life and why have they got this and I don't have it and they've got this and they're happier than me.
Yeah, to a point. But I think the deeper issue, I think that's more of a service issue. Is that's more of a is that like a symptom of the problem? Do you know what I mean? Because the problem at the start is, right, is we've got people having to work their fucking ass off. So you've got mum and dad being away, so they're lonely.
Yeah, as kids.
And then the kids are lonely because mum and dad are fucking working their fucking ass off. So they're not being able to come and be at the sports.
Yep.
And be as a mum and dad together at the fucking sports and be present without being physically exhausted or fucking stressed out about fucking bills, the cost of living, the cost of fucking food, the cost of the soccer boots for the fucking child to go and play sports.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Like we as a society have, I think we've just allowed this shit to happen. You know, we've been programmed into this, like that.
That this is the right way.
That this is the right way. Like, yeah, you know, when it used to be that mum would stay home.
We can't afford that now, though.
Mum could stay home or dad could stay. Well, one could stay. You could have a one-income household.
Yeah.
Not a fucking chance.
And you didn't even have to. You didn't have to have a super job for that either.
No.
It's just having a job and working was good.
Yeah.
And
you had that one income.
Yeah, and you had the one income.
Dad stayed home with the kids.
And you would live in an area that you could afford because obviously those areas still existed. There was an area that was a bit more expensive and one that was but now everything's fucking
the rich side of town. I think
but now everything's fucking expensive. Even the shit areas. Even the shit areas.
It's fucking crazy.
That are supposed to be a little bit cheaper or whatever for whatever reason.
Like the north side. That's a north side joke because of the south siders. You know what I mean? You're an east sider. You're like.
I grew up on the north side though, so I do know the north side south side thing.
You know, we put a toll on it for you cunts.
I'm Bayside.
Yeah, now you're Bayside. You moved up to the east side. Like fucking look at you. And I stayed south side. I stayed true.
Stayed true to your colours.
Yeah, south side.
South side. Oh, you live south side. When I was growing up, it was always like, where do you live? And they'd be like, oh, I fucking live there. I go, oh, south side.
Yeah.
Like, it was such a big thing, eh?
Balmoral,
north
south
side. And I think it still is. Like, I still
It is still a big thing.
They go, where do you live? And I tell them where I live, and it's like, oh, yeah, south side. Like, that's what even my mates that live over the north side, yeah, south side.
Like on the Tinder dates and
I'm like, no, it's not south side, it's Bayside. It's east side, it's east. It's east.
I'm Bayside. Hey, fucking get on your yacht and fuck off, you wanker. With your, what shoes did you wear on your yacht? Your Dickies?
Birkenstocks.
Birkenstocks. That was you just said, my daughter used to wear Birkenstocks.
Aren't they a big thing now? You'd wear
they probably are.
Wear Crocs. You have white Crocs? That'll go
fuck
well
off. Katie wears them, and I'm just like this far off fucking just banning her from coming to my fucking house. Because she has all those things that you stick on the
I was going to say.
They make me I love you, Katie the Creator.
They're a thing now. They're a thing
It's
now, aren't they?
huge.
My kids have got Crocs.
How?
And they got
They're
the little.
fucking hideous.
What are they called?
I'll be wearing
are they
next week.
Giblets? Yeah.
I'll come
You
in.
got a pair.
Yeah,
No,
white
no.
Crocs to go with his white suit. Just be all Crocs.
You should wear it.
You know
Wear your
what?
linen
Fuck it.
shirt. I'll be like, have you moved to the Bayside?
And then
Linen
we'll...
shirt, yacht. You'll be like,
yeah,
hi guys.
Hey, I'm Bayside now. Fuck off. Never lived in the southside. Was fucking. Where were we going with that?
I have no
That
fucking
just
idea.
went- That took.
You got
a
onto
hard
the
left.
old north side, south side
Yeah,
argument.
I
you
told
know.
you that's why we put a fucking toll on the bridge. Keep you fucking poor cunts over there.
I think we were going loneliness.
Yeah. Now I'll be lonely. No, you know what I was going to say was the whole Tinder thing because that was like.
Oh yeah,
You
it
got on
was.
Tinder, he's asked where
And
they
you're like,
were from, and they go north side, and I go, that's why we put a fucking toll to keep your cunts over there. Clunk.
Yeah.
Too far. But yeah, that was the funny
But you're always
banter.
looking for like someone. You're like, where are you? And,
Yeah.
and they go, oh, and you're like, fuck, that's miles away.
It's going to cost me a toll.
Yeah, too far.
I'll just catch a train. I'll meet you in the middle. I'll meet you in the city.
Yeah, the city.
Then both didn't have to pay a toll, and it was a bust. You didn't lose a toll.
But yeah, loneliness. All right, well, aren't we talking loneliness?
That's what created loneliness. North side, south
Was
side
it-
beef.
Yep. Well, that's where we were going. Prices,
Yeah,
cost.
the cost of living. It's all that shit. Everything. It's all adding up. It's everybody getting their piece of the fucking pie, and the pie's just fucking big, and no cunt can afford it. That's basically what's fucking happening.
Yeah.
Like, every facet of our life.
Yeah.
Like tolls on a truck.
Oh,
Fuck.
I don't think.
Man, you
I
see
don't-
the
do you
money
know
on
what-
John's.
Yeah. No, it
How
comes
fucking
through a lot.
insane
It's
is that?
crazy. But also, then when you're a business and you have cars too, so everyone's got the car and the utes running around, and you got a toll on that, and then truck toll. But I don't think people realise the cost of rego
Oh,
on a truck. Like
it's fucking insane.
it's like people can complain. Everyone just talks about car rego,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh
Get a
my god,
truck.
it's like
Get a
800.
couple of them.
It's like $800."
Yeah.
But let's just be so if you
Yeah, when I
register,
get a car reg, I'm like,
yeah, you're like, "Fuck, that's cheap," and
Yeah,
they're
it's
like,
just
"Oh, it's
a
going,"
couple of V8s. Fuck,
but they're like, "It's going up
Look.
$50." But a truck rego, depending how heavy you go and all that type of stuff, but when you go heavy and you got to pull, you $14,000 a year is rego,
Thanks for coming.
and people wonder why shit is so expensive
Yeah.
because
And
trucks,
then adding going like mass management and all that sort of
yeah,
shit.
and all that
Just
type
to
of
have
shit.
that and the money that costs
Like-
on top of your fucking reg.
Yeah, and all we seem to talk about is what it costs for the little person, but the reason that costs us so much is because shit is so expensive.
Yeah, exactly. And let's follow the money.
Right, where's it going? And they're pissing it away. Where does the rego go? They fixing the potholes.
To those capitalist fucking pigs.
Fucking-
The rich that we're going to eat.
Are they
Are
fixing
we
the
going to eat the
potholes
rich?
though? The
Or
thing
is
is,
that too early?
is the $14,000 rego for the truck
Yeah.
going to fix the potholes?
They ain't fixed the fucking Bruce Highway. That's for fucking
No.
sure.
They can't even build a fucking highway from here to
And then the
Cairns.
fucking mule for a run.
That's the thing.
It is.
So expensive. And then if you're buying a truck, you got stamps
Stamp
on top
duty.
of that, and your truck's $300,000. There's another $15,000 stamp duty.
Mm-hmm. It's fucking crazy.
So
Absolutely
$30,000
crazy.
to register your truck initially. 30. One truck.
Like mass management.
And then you drive it, and you go through a pothole, pops the tyre. You're like, where's that fucking $15,000 gone?
Oh, you don't get paid by some fucking dirty cunt. I'm not going to say any fucking names, but I digress.
You digress.
That's actually a subject we're going to approach very soon with my man Zach. Owns a business. And
what are we approaching?
about not being paid
Oh, yeah.
by
Other people.
pieces of shit that don't pay their fucking bills. I digress. It's back to loneliness.
Back to loneliness.
Yes,
No, but-
loneliness.
yeah. And I
Because
think society, we've
of
created. We've
Society
created
on
it.
a whole has created it. 'Cause
Yep.
we weren't fucking lonely when we didn't have fucking money
I think
because
also,
we could all connect.
I think also back then there wasn't a competition to see who had the best car and the best house. Because at the moment there's a
competition was who had the best missus, I suppose. And who
Well, I
caught
don't
the
think there was
biggest
a
fish.
competition.
There's always been
And it
competition.
wasn't, you weren't really judged on what what job you did. You just did.
Oh,
you just
no,
had a job, so you weren't
yes.
judged on that.
That's a huge
And you weren't
thing. People
judged-
judging people on
Yeah, yeah.
fucking jobs.
And
Like,
you
who
weren't
gives a
judged on
fuck
the
what
house.
They do. It's a means to an end.
Yeah, and you weren't judged on the house you lived in or the
course.
area that you lived in or the car that you drove. But now,
Except for the whole north side, south side beef.
that was a bit. I think
That's
I didn't even
that's
think
been
that
there
is-
since the dawn of
but
time.
I don't think that existed then, did it?
Well, they had the Story Bridge.
They did.
Yeah. Back in the olden times.
That's falling down now, isn't it?
Is it?
Haven't they shut one side of it where the people where you used to be able to walk across because they're trying to keep it
I
alive?
don't know. I don't watch
obviously.
the fucking news.
Man, I don't watch it. Someone
I'm
was
not a
telling me.
sellout like you.
Someone was. I saw it on TikTok.
Good save, God. Good save. Good save.
No,
That's
you
where
used to
we
be
get all
able to
that
walk
news.
across it. Now you can't walk across it. I think that's what I've heard. Like
I never knew.
but
yeah,
it's just old.
Back in the 80s beefs, it was over the Story Bridge.
And it was north side, south side.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
I remember going to the truck when the Story Bridge was the way out through the five ways.
It was only
All
one
the
bridge,
ladies
wasn't there?
beyond at the five ways there with their revealing clothes on.
Because what was
At the bookshop.
first? Was that the first? What about
Story
the
Bridge was,
expressway?
yeah.
You know the Riverside Expressway.
No, that was
goes-
after the Story
Was
Bridge.
it? Was
Yeah, way after.
I wonder how we used to get across
Story.
before that.
Oh shit!
How did you get
I
across? How did you get?
I wasn't that
Moggle
old.
Ferry-
I'm
Moggle-
not fucking old.
Moggle Ferry.
Yeah, the Moggle.
That was the only way.
Yeah, I
across.
was just making some Brisbane historians go, these two guys are fucking idiots.
We don't know what the fuck we're
What are
talking
they
about.
on about? Oh, Mickey, you've done it again. No, the story has been around forever, like the City Harbour. So, yeah, the Riverside Expressway wasn't until the 70s, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
okay, I don't know.
Riverside, yeah, Expressway.
Well, Storybridge must have been the 50s then. Was it or
easily,
60s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
someone yelling out, it was 1933, you fuckers.
You reckon that long ago?
Oh, I reckon so.
Gil?
I remember.
Storybridge.
Research department.
He's on it.
He's on it.
What year?
Yeah. Like I said, that was the way north before the Story Bridge,
Or
way
south?
before the gateway.
Or south?
1935.
Oh, it
Oh,
was. You
fuck,
were
I
right.
was close.
No, you said 30s.
Well, 33.
Oh, you did? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I said 33.
Okay, so it's been a while.
I know things.
You're saying it was the way north, but it could have been the way south too.
True. Well, that's the way we used to go north. Like, that was back when we used to go through fucking Nambour going up the
Yeah,
Bruce
through
Highway.
the
We used to have to go back that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember going that way with the old man.
Mm.
Like I said, we used to go through the five ways and yeah, that was north and south. You come up Ipswich Road, like that was the main thoroughfare for trucks. Then the main thoroughfare for trucks south was down Beanley Road.
Gil?
And
It started in 1935, opened in 1940.
Oh.
there we go.
Opened in 6th of
Wow.
July, 1940.
6th of July.
Opened.
We've got just under a month to go for the how many years anniversary? 65.
Just falling down. London Bridge is falling down.
Wow.
Storybridge is falling down.
Oh, God, that was cut.
Cut.
That was
All right,
pathetic. Yes, like I said, the
Oh, I thought we were
loneliness
finished.
is created
I thought we were
by
done. Aren't we done? I
the-
thought.
our
Okay.
loneliness is fucking man-made. There we go. I'm going to say
All right, but to finish, it's Mental Health Week.
it is
Mum,
Mental Health Week, and
speak to someone. Talk
yeah.
to someone.
that's right. You have to
Like,
speak to someone.
Tell someone your story, like Marshall.
Yeah.
Just ring Marshall.
Overshare like me.
Just,
Talk about how you sit on the toilet and
the two
piss.
options.
Sit down. Tell people how you sit down to piss.
There are two options.
Oh, we're back
Talk
that.
to a professional.
Yes. No. Well, the first one's talk to your
Or
mates.
DM
like
Marshall.
I said. Talk to your mates.
Or DM Marshall.
Yeah. You fuck.
That's it.
So, talk to your mates. Seek professional help.
That's
you know
it.
what I mean?
Yep.
That's the first. That's your first thing.
Eat well. Go to the gym.
Well, we go
Done.
get a health check at the doctor's.
Yep.
Health check. That's where we start with your physical. Like
Yeah.
that makes
yeah.
huge changes.
Mhm.
And if the doctor says, so get a mental health plan.
Yep.
And be vulnerable with your partner. Talk to your fucking partner about it. You know what I mean?
Not too much.
No. Look,
Talk to your mates.
Dave,
all right?
Dave doesn't
Talk to your
have
mates.
to, but I do. If you want to be vulnerable with your partner, be vulnerable with your partner. And but like I said, because if they're getting help, but then they're telling their partner,
Well, there's nothing
you know
wrong
what
with
I mean?
telling
Like,
them.
You can work together, help
Yeah,
each
yeah.
other. You're in a partnership. You're a team. And then, talk to your family, talk to your mother, talk to your father, talk to your kids about it. You know what I mean? Like, start getting it out. Truth telling's healing. Well, you don't want to go hide and stuff,
Yep.
just fucking speak up.
Yep.
Speak up, get that help.
Totally agree.
Then just, watch your life elevate. And wear Mr. T-shirts.
That's it. That don't fit you.
This is Katie's. Fuck off. We're
All
done.
right, we're
cut.
done.
Hang on, let me do a sneaky flex cut. Cut. Slow mo. Oh. I look like Randy Savage there.